So the first question I have for you is how did you become interested in working in production management?
Um, so I actually got interested in animated films at a really young age. My friend introduced me Spirited Away as a kid, and I fell in love with this film. I like love the story, the animation, the art, the music. So actually, my path started with music. So I really got into music first. It wasn't until college where I realized I wanted to go into animated films, and then from there I just kind of tried out multiple things, and I realized production was more for me just because I love different parts of the production and like the pipeline. And there are definitely like parts I like more. Like I enjoyed modeling over rigging. Respect to riggers, I love riggers, but I just don't get it. um but yeah, I realized with production I can kind of be a part of everything. I get to support everyone as well as like oversee everything, be there for the ups and downs, and also be there from the beginning to the end, because I know like some departments they're there for modeling, and then once they're done, they're done. So
Thank you for sharing that.
mhm.
It reminds me of why I'm interested in production too, because you have your hands on everything,
Mhm.
especially as someone who likes the entire pipeline as well. And the
Yeah.
thing that you mentioned, music. I've
Hmm.
not heard that before as far as music, and that just goes to show the importance of music and film, honestly. Because I was that person who would listen to soundtracks just because I wanted to. And so, for you, during your time as an ATEC student at UT Dallas, how did that time help you out with pursuing your goal of working in production management?
um During my time, I mean, definitely trying out the different parts of the pipeline was a huge impact, because when I originally came in from like transitioning from music into 3D animation, like film industry, I was very lost. I was like, I knew this is what I wanted, and I knew I liked music because it made a huge impact in films. But then I realized, kind of like a full orchestra, it's like not just music, it's everything that's part of it. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna come in with the mindset of animation like everyone else does, and then you like take everything and like figure out, okay, maybe I like this, maybe I like this, and I'm just like, all right, production. This is more what I'm like into. This is more me. And like definitely Kara was a huge influence. Kyrie was actually probably one of the bigger influence. I think you might have interviewed her, but she was the one who told me like, I think you would make a great production manager. And then I hopped on into one of the shorts of ATEC called Stargazer, and I realized like this is what I really like.
Shout out to Kara and shout out to Kyrie.
Mhm.
Both amazing and great people. I'm glad they help you on that journey.
Yeah.
And so, for you, since the time that you have graduated, what has your career journey been like?
Um, Definitely with COVID hitting has been on some ups and downs. I've been staying busy working on some side projects and like shorts and stuff like that, helping produce those things. I've applied for jobs like everyone else. I've maybe gotten a couple interviews, but still looking for that job process. But like the main thing is like I'm still trying to make those connections. Just don't give up.
And I respect that the willingness to continue to move forward, especially during the pandemic. And much
Hmm.
respect to everybody, honestly, who's making out through this time. And so, for you, just based on all the experiences you've had, what advice would you share with college students?
Um, Definitely make friends. I was one of those like students who would stay in the labs till midnight, and I'm like, you're gonna find people that are just similar to you, and like they're there too, pulling that, like doing that grind, staying up late, trying to get that shit done. Um, but yeah, make friends, make those connections. Then you can also like they'll hop on your project, you can hop on their projects. Definitely help out doing with personal projects, because as much as ATEC will help you, it is just a stepping stone. You definitely need some personal things in there, and I think also mental health. Your health matters. I've noticed that a lot. I've done it too. I've pulled my all-nighters and like I've skipped a couple meals sometimes. I'm like, no, your health matters. You will burn out and it's not good. So put yourself first.
And I agree with everything you said, especially the mental health component too, because we're all artists and we need our brains. So,
Hmm.
and so much comes from like just using our brains. So, I love that you mentioned all that as well. And I will say thank you for sharing all your insights. And
No
it's real,
problem.
very realistic, and I think people will gravitate towards that.